Good morning, everyone. It's Chris Sanders here, and today I want to talk about Eric Adams' City of Yes program. So the City of Yes program, well, I want to talk about one of the things. The City of Yes program is to help build affordable housing in New York City. And as a part of the City of Yes program, Eric Adams wants to eliminate some of the red tape and regulations that force housing to be more expensive than it actually has to be. And one of the things that forces housing to be more expensive than it has to be is parking mandates. So what parking mandates are is a mandate to build a certain number of parking spaces for each unit within a apartment building. Now this adds between 250 or it adds about $250 additional to the rent. Now that's a nationwide number, so I don't know what the exact New York number is. It's probably much more expensive than that, given that real estate is like $1 million real estate. So it's like hard gold. So this is what Eric Adams wants to do. He wants to remove the parking mandates, which in theory would then allow builders to build apartments more cheaply, but also build more apartments. Well, the Department of City Planning decided to present the City of Yes program to the Borough President in a meeting on Thursday last week. And Donovan Richards announced that he was against removing parking mandates citywide. So first he went into the Department of City Planning meeting and he's like, so would you want to eliminate parking everywhere? Is that correct? And this is when the Department of City Planning gave a presentation that stated that there would not be any parking removed. It would just be parking mandates removed. So parking mandate is, again, a mandate to build a certain number of parking spaces per apartment in New York City. Well, Donovan Richards didn't like the answer. He claimed it was a one-size-fits-all approach. So letting the market decide how much parking is actually needed versus what an arbitrary regulation tells you you need to have no matter what is what Donovan Richards considers a one-size-fits-all approach. This is what I call the circular logic. It's not logical. And if you want to give him the benefit of the doubt, perhaps he's concerned that no parking will get built at all. And I doubt that's going to be true in a place like Queens, but maybe in a suburban Queens, but maybe in a different spot, there might not be any parking built because they don't need it. I mean, if it was up to me, I'd be like, yeah, we're just gonna remove street parking outright. But I just think it's ugly. I think it's ugly and unsafe. So between those two things, I would remove it outright. But removing parking mandates, I mean, to me, that's such a big deal that I might even be able to crawl over hot coals and vote for Eric Adams in 2025 if he was able to accomplish that. So because that would be like a big deal, and for a city like New York to do it would encourage other cities all over the nation to do it. So that would be a policy where I agree with him, and if he's able to accomplish it, I would be able to overlook a lot. We'll just say that. I know people are going to hate me for saying that, but look, if Eric Adams is able to accomplish that, I don't, look, I'm going to struggle to not vote for him. That's even though I love Scott Stringer and Brad Lander and Zell, Nora, Myrie, and even Catherine Garcia. So, so just putting that out there, in case any elected officials happen to be listening. So then insert in the Sarah Lynn, the co-executive for Open Plans, and she's like, current parking mandates arbitrarily set decades ago during racist times, I added that, by planners in Manhattan are the one-size-fits-all approach. I agree with her. Current parking mandates arbitrarily set decades ago by planners in Manhattan are a one-size-fits-all approach. Lifting mandates allows for developers to be responsive to local needs for parking. In a housing crisis, we must provide the maximum flexibility to create the amount and type of housing needed. Keeping outdated parking mandates does just the opposite. What a great statement by Sarah Lynn. Yes, I totally agree. Now, remember, I said that Donovan Richards feels that developers won't build any parking. Well, if they're not building parking, they probably don't think it's necessary. And I would wager they probably have a lot of data and they're maximizing the maximum amount of profit that they can extract. Most likely, And I would say that market factors are the number one driving force when it comes to parking. It's not like nobody is ever going to build parking anymore, says Tucker Reed, the co-founder of Totem, a development company based in Brooklyn and former head of Downtown Brooklyn Partnership. If you're catering to a consumer base that requires parking, you're going to build parking. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I don't understand these Democrats who, especially black Democrats, who would rather, oops, drop my phone, who would, oh, frick, cracked. I don't understand these Democrats who would rather build parking for cars than housing for people. I think that is very problematic, very, very problematic. I don't know how else to say it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Yeah, I'm curious as to what you all think about this in the comments. What you all think about Donovan Richards, standing against affordable housing. He wants it to be at least $250 more expensive for people to rent and add additional time and cost to the development of new houses and new apartments in New York City. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing in any case, but that's okay. We're gonna move onward and upward. Look, we don't have to vote for him the next time he's up for re-election. I mean, he's not guaranteed a vote. Like, Eric Adams has been struggling, and then you have all these other people who are not helping him, like Donovan Richards, even some people within Eric Adams' own staff. Like, you have all these people who are not serving him very well. Look, you got like half of Queens, half of Brooklyn, and all of Staten Island, and a good portion of the Bronx, and even my old Community Board 10, who are all like stonewalling Eric Adams on affordable housing. I think that's wrong, and people are going to regret it later. All right. Hope you have a wonderful morning. Like and subscribe down below. And yeah, take care. Bye now.